Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Living the Good Life 88. I'm Teresa, my husband is Brandon, and we live in this beautiful log cabin. This morning I got up and I'm going to get back out there. Yesterday I didn't go out to seal the logs on the log cabin because it was raining from, the start of the morning throughout the entirety of the day. So today I'm going to get back out there and try to do some more work. But before I do that, I have my tea that I have to make, guys. I'm going to show you here. I have my tea I'm going to make. I actually have a drawer here that I keep a lot of my teas in and stuff. I have like tons of teas. So I'm just gonna grab something. I love Dr. Sebi. I drink a lot of his stuff. That's actually the Gorda Lobo. This removes toxins and mucus, and it reduces coughs and soreness. This stuff is amazing, and it's on Dr. Sebi's website. Dr. Sebi's Self Food website. I'm not sponsored by them. I just love their products. What I'm going to do today, however, I have some lavender, oh boy, red clover, this. I'm going to have some of this. This is green tea. This is some of the green tea that my oldest son had bought me on one of his trips. He travels, and when he was over in that country, this says Taiwan Highest Collection. That's what that says. So I'm going to have some of that and get started with my day. Yes, for those who are new to this channel, this is Living the Good Life 88. My husband and I live in a log cabin, and we are fixing up this beauty. I'm going to show behind me here for the thumbnail. This is our beautiful log cabin. The kitchen behind us looked nothing like that prior. Me and my husband, we put a little elbow grease and a lot of our time in and made it into our dream kitchen. We also did that with our front room, and then upstairs we had some small changes upstairs as well. But if you go back on those previous videos, guys, you'll see all that work that we put into it. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to grab my step ladder. I have a step ladder in here. This is actually my stackable washer and dryer closet here in the kitchen. Yes, our washer and dryer is in the kitchen because that's where it was previously. We had a full size over here where the fridge was in earlier videos. But it was an eyesore, and it was taking up a lot of space. And yeah, we decided to leave it there because the connections were already in there. However, I live in a log cabin, and it's not as easy going through the walls trying to run, you know, the piping and all that stuff. So we decided that was a good spot for it, so we just kept it there. So I'm gonna take this downstairs, well, out here, and get started. Okay, so today's goal is to get, if you can see, this here, and this area here filled. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. And already these mosquitoes have started, but hopefully it won't be too bad. We shall see. I'm going to be out here to at least do that, even if the mosquitoes are coming out. So wish me luck. Okay, so those mosquitoes tried to eat me alive. Oh my God. So it's not going to happen today. I went back inside and I got on my husband's outfit. I got on his clothes. I still got my clothes underneath, but I figure if they try to puncture this, they got another layer of clothing, so they can't really get to me unless I have like exposed skin. But I'm just going to use my ninja tactics and they're not going to be able to get me. You saw that, right? You saw that. So I'm going to get back up here and get started again. Whew. Pray for it. right, I think I'm about done because I can't take it no more. This is too much. These mosquitoes are crazy. I'm going to show you what I've done so far, guys. I filled in those areas and it's going to dry and all that's going to be repainted. I just wanted to fill in the cracks on the house just to seal it up. As you can see, we got more that's going up, which I need the bigger ladder for that. But now I'm getting out of here because, man, these things are swarming me. It worked, but my face and my hands were not protected. So they kept trying to come in my face. Yeah, a little bit at a time, step by step is what I'm going to do until we can complete it to the point where it's time to paint it. I'm not going to overexert myself. It's like I said, I am recovering from an injury. I gotta clean this. I gotta get this glue off of here. If I don't, it's gonna harden and I'm not gonna be able to use it properly. So I got a rag to get that off. And then I'm gonna pull this chair in the garage. But yeah, step by step is what we're doing to get our home repaired and have it ready for, you know, the stormy season and anything else that tries to come our way. And it looks really nice. It's a nice update. Makes it very pretty. It looks like a dollhouse to me. I love this cabin. I always had a fascination for log cabins, and this one in particular, how we acquired this one, my sister was our realtor, and we went to go see another log cabin that had a wraparound porch, and it was beautiful. However, it wasn't as spacious as this one, but we didn't even know this one existed at the time, because at that time it was offers already on it, so it wasn't, you know, out there as something available. So oh, I gotta put this in the thing. So we put in an offer for a house on the other side of town. It's about 3 hours or so away from us on the opposite side. We put in an offer for that and we got outbidded, so we didn't get that property. However, this property in particular, see, I have to put my nail back. I have my nail here. I have to put back into this glue thing. This property here, my husband and I had drew like different pictures of properties and ideas of, you know, what we desired as far as our log cabin and what we wanted. And we like to have a basement as well. However, Florida, you can't have basements because it's just too much water. So, and it's flat surface. I'm not building up on a hill. So, you know, I was like, okay, well, I would like to have something that's close, very similar to what I had drew on the paper. But the reason why we went for the first one is because, one, it was very close to family, and two, it was a very beautiful property. It didn't need work. This, however, needs work. We put in the work, as you see, but yeah, that one fell through. And then miraculously I got a call for this property that had come available, and at the time the carpets were like hot pink. They were horrible, and it was outdated and old-fashioned. But I looked at the bones of the property, and the shape of it was what we had drew out on a piece of paper as far as our dream property. So with that being said, I told my sister, yes, I want to check it out. So my husband and I, we went to bed that night, and I had a dream of how much to put on this property and how much to offer. And God said that if you do this, you will get it. So I woke up and I told my husband, Of course, right away he thought I was crazy. But I told him, I said, in order to get this house, we have to do this. And he said, we haven't even seen the house yet. I was like, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Based on the photos and the potential, you're gonna like it. So when we got here, we fell in love with the property. So we put in the offer. The offer, my husband was like, well, go ahead. And I put in the offer of the dream. And here we are in this beautiful property. Oh my gosh, manifestation is real. And we manifested this one. This is a beautiful property, and that's why we work so hard to upkeep it and try to update it and make it into something beautiful, because we fell in love with the property, and I think it was divine that we ended up here. So that's a bit of how we acquired this house. So, with that being said, guys, follow your dreams. Life is way too short, and time passes. You know, here I'm this many years old. You thought I was going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. But, you know, all my kids are grown, and I had so many good memories with our children, and we had a lot of fun times together, and we still go visit, we still hang out, we still go out to eat and do so much with our children. And I look back and I'm like, wow, they used to be little babies. It was mama's babies, and now they're all grown. So with that being said, I do have one of my babies flying in today. So later on today, I'm going to go pick him up from the airport, and that's exciting. He's going to stay with us for, you know, a week or so, and we have a big event to go to. We have a big party, actually. Family and Friends Day is what we call it. So I'm excited to go to that and enjoy all my family, and you know, we play a lot of games and stuff, so this is exciting. It's going to be games and prizes and tons of good food. Now, my family is country fried grits. That means we are country. And if you haven't had fried grits, you should try it. I'm going to tell you how to make it. Just give me a second here. Let me put my phone down. Now, what my grandmother used to do, sorry for shaking the camera, what my grandmother used to do when she had leftovers as far as grits for breakfast, she would take the rest of the grits and she would put it into a baking tray and just smooth it out, and then took that baking tray and put it in the fridge. And if you know about grits, when they get cold, they get hard. So when she took it out of the fridge the next day, she'll take it and cut it in little squares. Cut it all in little squares and remove all those squares. And then she made some seasoning with flour. And she took those grits. You can add eggs if you want to. But she took those grits and she put it in that flour and seasoned it. And she had some grease on the stove. And she took those grits and dumped it in the grease And oh my God, if you know, you know. If you're country, you probably already know. You probably already had country fried grits. And they are so good, guys. Yeah. A little bit about, how I was raised country. So yeah, we're getting ready to have a nice shindig, a good event coming up here, and I'm excited. Guys, like I say a lot is if you have good family in your corner, love up on them because, people die every day. We lose loved ones so often, and it's time to, put whatever, issues you have behind you and just love up on each other. Some people mad and don't even know what the real reason why they was mad. They just want to stay mad. When you're mad, you hold yourself back. You don't hold the other person back, you hold yourself back. So move forward and love up on each other. Stay blessed, and thanks for watching my channel. Guys, if you are new to this channel, this is Living the Good Life 88. I'm Teresa. My husband is Brandon. And we work very hard to pour out our love that we have in this cabin to make it our dream home for us and our children and our family. And we love you. Bye-bye.